Hello, and welcome to Sippin' Around the World with Sarah. Today we're going to be hiking up in the Alps. Not really, we're going to be more on the southeast side of this country, but we're going to be in Austria. Specifically, Niederösterreich, which means Lower Austria, in the Carnuntum region. You all get to hear me say lots of fun Austrian words today. So specifically today we're going to be focusing on Zweigelt grape variety, which is the highest red grape variety planted in Austria. It is a cross between Blaufränkisch and St. Laurent, which a cross means two different grape varieties from the same vine species crossed together, kind of mated together to make a lovely child that has the best of both worlds. So this is that cross. And we'll also be exploring Grüner Veltliner later on in my series, which is the highest planted grape in general in Austria, and that's a lovely white grape variety as well. But first, just some fun facts about Austria as a grape growing region. It is the only country that has its capital city, has actual wine growing land, significant wine growing land in its capital city. So Vienna, Austria is very famous for its wine growing regions right within the city limits, which makes that a city I definitely want to visit. Also, it's a cool continental climate, and very important is its Danube River that flows through. That and its tributaries are a very important cool moderating factor along all of the vines. So if we're going to jump right into our bottle today, we see it's called Reben Cuvée. That's just what they named this particular wine. Zweigelt is the grape variety. Glatzer is the producer, the wine estate, and I know that because here on the bottle it does say Weingut Glatzer, which if you watch my German video, Weingut means wine estate, so that's telling us that Glatzer is where this was produced. We also see here Carnuntum, which is the sub-region of Niederösterreich. So this is interesting because by telling us where exactly it's from, it's also telling us its quality level. So this is at least a Qualitätswein level, which is the second highest quality level. I did talk about this in my German video as well. It's the same in Austria. So Qualitätswein is the highest level, Qualitätswein is the second highest level. So I know that this is Qualitätswein because they're telling me the specific grape growing region. They're only allowed to name that on the bottle if they've abided by certain rules of what grape goes in the bottle, of how it's aged, and just certain things that certify that this is a certain quality wine. If they decide not to go by those rules, they can still produce their wine, but then it's then at that point a land wine or a vine, which by that point they can't put Carnuntum on the label. They would have to say just Österreich, which means Austria, or another larger region in Austria. So in general, when you're looking at wine bottles, the more specific it gets on the label as to where exactly it was made, usually the higher quality level of grapes that you're getting. Not always, but it's just a good kind of rule of thumb to say, like, if it just says like wine of France, it's going to be your basic level wine. But if it tells you exactly like Vouvray, France, etc., that means you're getting higher up in your quality levels. So this is a 13% alcohol. It also tells you that, which is a good, just like medium average alcohol content, I would say. So fun part, let's get to tasting our wine. We look at it. It is clear, ruby, kind of garnet, beautiful color here. I can't quite see the stem, so it's kind of on the fuller bodied side. I give it a little swirl to see those wine legs coming down the glass. I also see some staining. And they're coming down, you know, pretty like, you know, slow and steady, so I'm gonna stick with, you know, medium alcohol. I smell it right when I get here, meaning it's about a medium intensity wine. And right off the bat, I'm getting red cherries, blackberry, some black pepper spice. And this is a really fun wine. I think what pops out to me most is its pepper, like this lovely black pepper. A little bit of like your granite gravel kind of taste, the earthiness, and definitely the cherries. Red cherries is probably what Zweigelt is most known for. It's just that like kind of your berry wine, the blackberry, raspberry, red cherry. So lots of those good flavors. I'd say it's pretty low to medium tannin, like the tannins are there, but they're very soft, and pretty high acidity, so it's a really great food pairing wine. I'd say, you know, medium finish. I still was tasting the wine for a while after. So this is a really great wine to pair with lots of different foods. I think it's a great barbecue wine because of that little bit of spice it's got in there, but it's still got that like fruity and low tannin. So I think like pork, grilled meats, a little bit of like, it could even be like with a heartier fish, and any of those like spicier barbecue sauces could be really fun with this one. And it's just a really easy drinking, fruit forward wine, so it's kind of a great everyday wine. I got it for $14.99 from K&L Wine Merchants, so it doesn't break the bank, and really fun with a wine that I had never tried before. It was my first time exploring this lovely Zweigelt. So please let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me your favorite Austrian wine or what you're drinking lately, and I'll see you next time on Sippin' Around the World with Sarah.